And welcome inside CMU Soccer Stadium, site of this non-conference clash in Division III men's soccer between the Marietta College Pioneers and the Carnegie Mellon Tartans. I'm Jared Barton, glad to join you here solo this Saturday afternoon for this men's soccer matchup from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Carnegie Mellon coming into this matchup 5-1-1 overall. Still haven't seen any time in conference play yet, but that is coming up soon. Haven't had a loss since the 1-0 decision against 23rd ranked John Carroll back on September 7th. They're 4-0-1 in that span, including a home 1-1 draw with Mount Aloysius on Wednesday here from the CMU Soccer Stadium as Diedrich Slingeman scored the equalizing goal for the Tartans in the 63rd minute off a corner kick that was served by Josh Baugh, who has really just been playing spectacular in the start of this season. Still a young season here. Marietta, on the other hand, 2-5-1 overall. Still have not seen a conference game in the OAC yet. At the beginning of the season, they were picked to finish 7th in the OAC poll. They have lost the last 3 matches in a row. Last game coming on Wednesday as well. It was a 4-0 shutout at Kenyon College, as Kenyon scored 2 goals 44 seconds apart in the opening minutes to take control of the match. The Pioneers never really recovered in that aspect. Starting in goal today for Carnegie Mellon is the freshman Kai Yamamoto out of Singapore, who has seen a few appearances in this season so far, and he does have 1 victory under his belt as well. He wears number 37. He'll be in the black kit down to your left to start this matchup. Luke Price, the junior goalkeeper from Perrysburg, Ohio, I should say, starting for the Pioneers. He's in the green kit down to our right. But we are underway on a rainy afternoon here in Pittsburgh. Rain started about an hour and a half ago. Light rain. There's been a little bit of wind as well. Temperatures in the low 60s to get this matchup going. First matchup overall between Carnegie Mellon and Marietta in men's soccer history. And CMU moving left to right into the offensive end. It's William Rabin. Brennan Schoenwetter working it across to Dominic Horweiler, freshman midfielder out of Oregon. A couple of defenders in his way as he cycles back to Schoenwetter. Ball sent to the defending third of the field. And Marietta with a quick takeaway as Reggie Grayek was trying to lead the charge for the Pioneers. They'll have to retreat and send it back to goalkeeper Price, who will reset here in the opening minutes of this matchup. Almost taken away. That's good pressure from Alejandro Fernandez, the senior from Madrid, transfer from Slippery Rock University. Ball thrown in for the Pioneers. Back to the middle third. And this will roll out. Possession back to the Tartans as Diedrich Slingeman, senior defender out of Winchester Thurston High School here in Pittsburgh, bringing it back into play. CMU in the white uniforms with gray stripes, red numbers, and black trim. Marietta in the navy road uniforms. They have some gray stripes, white numbers, and white trim as well. Horweiler surveying. Ball sent to midfield. It's Fernandez working the midfield now. Had some help from Brendan Flynn, the sophomore defender out of Ellicott City, Maryland. Not too far out of Baltimore. Henry Hawthorne, the freshman defender. And he has a push. Tried to feed across to Fernandez. Instead, Marietta getting in the way. Price from his goal box, shifting it up to Jacob Gangle, senior midfielder out of Findlay, Ohio. Ian Yarwood and company clearing down. As Price picks it up and rolls it across the turf. Brett Dixon has his pass stolen. It's Schoenwetter up to Fernandez and a whistle. There was a shot, but not before stoppage in play. Free kick here for the Pioneers. Served up from Brett Dixon. And able to get a hand of it was Peyton Maynard. As Maynard with a full head of steam coming into the offensive zone, and another whistle right at the top of the box.
Flynn, look, read it, Flynn! Flynn! Come on, one of you guys.
Free kick.
Together!
As Gangle will line up in front of his own bench. Served into traffic. Yamamoto and company able to clear as another defender for the Tartans boots it out of harm's way. And this ball pinballing around. Turns into a lead pass up ahead for Cadena. And Price is able to halt any Tartan movement offensively. He'll punt. This ball lost it towards left side of the net, and it's headed out from Brendan Flynn. Looks like our first corner kick opportunity of the afternoon. It'll be underway as Gavin Heiberger will do the honors, number 22 for the Pioneers in the left corner. Line drive kick that catches the head of a Tartan and moves towards the opposite side of the field. Battle for possession as it comes back towards midfield. Settled by Josh Baugh. It's pushed out of play in front of the CMU bench. It'll be a throw in for Brendan Flynn. He has some help. It's Dominic Horweiler. Defender on his back was Maynard. And CMU will reset. Hawthorne and company for CMU. Rabin. Passing on the far side. Head for Fernandez, but too far out of his reach. Picked up by Price. He'll roll. Works back and forth with Brett Dixon. And then chip it to midfield. Collision sends Jacob Gangle falling to the turf. And Carnegie Mellon picks up possession. It's blocked down by the captain, Gavin Chappell. It's another local product out of Oakdale, Pennsylvania, a WPIAL West Allegheny product. Bouncing ball off the head of Lee Miller. Now sent back towards the box. Eli Campine had to reset. Slide tackle from Gangle, and it's to the feet of Haidar.
Eli, Didi, connect us.
Fernandez up over midfield. CMU back with possession. Along the turf, Cadena.
Man behind.
Horweiler. Back to the defenders is Campine. And Horweiler go back and forth. This chip towards Fernandez. Taken away by Chappell. And a fight into the near corner. Turn into a throw-in for CMU. As Cadena leaves it for Flynn. Fernandez, turning pass to Rabin, and Price diving to make the save. Best opportunity for CMU so far, but Price is able to punch it away. And it'll turn into a corner kick for the Tartans. As Josh Baugh will set this one up.
Right there, you're good.
Again, Baugh having a fantastic season so far. Into traffic, off the head of Heiberger. And settled by Marietta as Peyton Maynard pushes it up ahead. Grayek leaving for Chappell. Turned over, Schoenwetter in the midfield. Dropped off to Cadena and back to the defenders for CMU. As Campine will reset. Schoenwetter and Chappell back and forth.
And again, Brendan.
Slingerman. Schoenwetter and Flynn. Check that, Campine. Now lead pass ahead. Baugh trying to chase after it, and it's over the end line.
Well done.
34-20 left in the first, still no score, as Luke Price, the junior, directing traffic.
Second gotta be us, guys. Second gotta be us.
Telling the Pioneers to move up to midfield as he kicks this away. Headed down by Schoenwetter. Rabin, good lead pass to Fernandez. He's in the far corner with a defender on his back, trying to throw it towards the goal box, but it's chipped back towards midfield as the Pioneers able to evade another offensive push from CMU. This ball settled by Rabin. Brett Dixon breaking up the pass. It's out of play, far side. Throw-in chance for CMU. Henry Hawthorne. And Fernandez works with a teammate on the far side before it's kicked away by Yarwood, the junior defender for Marietta.
Play off that side. Connect off that side.
One of the unique aspects to the CMU soccer stadium, you have the retaining wall on the far side. Fans are usually lined up along it. As this goes out of play over the end line. And it looks like we'll have our second corner kick opportunity for Josh Baugh and the Tartans.
Henry, come this way.
Wind's picking up here. Baugh, bouncer towards traffic. To the point, and it is eventually clear as Henry Hawthorne had a chance to potentially get something thrown towards the net, but no shot. Eider chipped along, trying to feed it ahead to Grayek. Instead, CMU able to take it away. 32 minutes to play in the first. Fernandez. Back and forth with Baugh. Now the Tartans trying to exit the defensive zone. Pressure here from the Pioneers. It's kicked to Yamamoto. Again, getting the start here instead of Liam Ryan, who is the sophomore goalkeeper who has seen a majority of play for Carnegie Mellon this season. We have another chip and lead pass, and they're going to call it offsides. As Matthew Cadena was waiting for it up ahead. Free kick for the Pioneers. Off the shoulder of Hyder. And CMU able to pick it up. Schoenwetter. He was the co-UAA Men's Soccer Rookie of the Year last season. Second team all-conference as well. Very vital piece to this CMU attack and defense. So we've seen his skills on display in the midfield so far. Yamamoto will push up ahead to Horweiler. Schlingemann and company as Josh Baugh joins the mix. Fernandez. Flynn's pass tipped. And Peyton Maynard, who has shown good speed for Marietta so far. Out of play far sideline. Throw in for the Tartans. Bouncer to Fernandez. He settles. And push. Back to Slingerman. Roller along the far sideline and out. Marietta possession. More battle for possession far side. Officiating crew giving it back to the Pioneers as they'll throw in. CMU tries to settle and a Tartan player goes down. May have been kicked in the leg. Looked like William Rabin. But he's up on his own power, no issue. And a foul will turn into a free kick for Josh Baugh, the senior out of Florida.
Just sit here with Flynn. Baugh, you can get forward. Follow your cross.
Baugh currently leads the UAA in goals per game, as well as points per game and total goals. We mentioned there hasn't been any conference action yet, but NCAA statistics still putting in the work and crunching the numbers as his lead pass off the head of Schoenwetter and deflects wide right. Bouncer for the Pioneers along the near sideline. It's Ian Yarwood. Pushed out. Throw-in chance upcoming for Peyton Maynard. He'll leave for his teammate to do it instead. Yarwood once more. Ian Grayek working at it. Tipped up in the air by Brendan Flynn, and a whistle will stop play. As the official stops time and talks to Grayek. CMU with a chance here to get it up over midfield. Set something up offensively.
Keep coming, ball. Keep coming, ball. Keep coming, ball.
Baugh back and forth with Campine. Now Cadena and Flynn. Skipped along through the defender's legs. It was intended for Cadena. A battle along the near sideline in front of the Marietta bench. CMU wins, throw in. And this kicked well out. As Yarwood slid to make sure that that pass wasn't going to be completed. Another CMU throw in off the head of Fernandez. And pushed along from Hawthorne. Fernandez able to pick it up on the far side of the field. Lead pass for Baugh, but it's too far, and Price dives to stop any penetration inside. Fernandez chasing into the offensive end, far corner. Stops and tries to get around the defender, and that's Brent Dixon. He'll pass. Schoenwetter waiting for it. He's trying to complete one to Rabin instead. It's out of play. Throw-in chance for the Tartans in their offensive end. 24:40 left in half number one. This tipped off of a Pioneer's head, out of bounds. Should set up our third corner kick for CMU of the afternoon, and Josh Baugh will do the honors from the far flag. Baugh waits for the whistle. This lofted into the air off the foot of a Marietta defender. Baud's able to settle it down, but out of play once more, so they'll line up for yet another corner kick. Line drive. That's kicked out this time. Pioneers able to push it all the way to the far side of the field before CMU could pick it back up. Still in the offensive zone for Carnegie Mellon. Good work from Henry Hawthorne. Knifing through defenders. Hawthorne throwing it towards the net. Stopped by Price. A second chance opportunity. Also third, as Price is on the spot to make the save. We will get a stoppage, as it looked like at least one Marietta player was shaken up. That was Ian Yarwood. Price also seems to be a little slow to get back up off the turf as well, but looks like everybody will be okay. Clock stopped at 23:10 left in the first, as Luke Price under siege in recent minutes. Pressure coming from CMU. Almost a turnover at the top of the box as Rabin was there. Couldn't get it settled for a shot.
Cover! He's got to look at the ball, man, if he's going to challenge. Go easy ball!
Yamamoto will reset. Has some help from Campine. Now Rabin up over midfield. Fernandez falling to the turf. Brett Dixon pushes it along. He's tripped up. Dominic Horweiler going to be nabbed here. As CMU looks to make a substitution as soon as possible. Free kick upcoming from Jacob Gangle. Line drive kick into defenders for CMU. As Matthew Cadena was upended. Grayek had Schoenwetter in his face, unable to produce a shot. Horweiler and Flynn to midfield before it's broken up by Gangle. And Schoenwetter, Slingerman.
Flynn, I'd rather it go that way, man. That's a dangerous ball to play across our back line.
Now Josh Baugh. Push to Fernandez in the offensive end. Lead pass, far side. Great passing here from CMU. Baugh with a chance, just missing wide left. Baugh says it hit off of a Pioneer, but officiating crew says otherwise. Turns into a goal kick. Another great opportunity for CMU. As Jake Slackman checks into the game. Slackman, a junior forward. As he replaced Dominic Horweiler. It's the first substitution from either team today. With about 19 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the first half. Still no score. Fernandez has the ball taken away, but it's tipped out. Throw in for CMU. And the Tartans reset. Back line will take it. Cross field. Slingerman working with Campine. Marietta trying to provide some pressure. And a whistle. This Marietta player goes to the turf. That's Yarwood. Placed, halted once again. Looks like he's okay. And on the restart, Price take the long lofted ball towards his net.
Let's go.
Now Marietta trying to get it out of harm's way. Kept alive, Fernandez. Leaving for Flynn, now Schoenwetter. Dipping and diving through defenders. Fernandez shot, plucked out of the air from Price once more.
fleet.
Fernandez at midfield, working with Baugh.
No foul! No
Past the
foul!
far side.
Man on your inside, Eli.
Flynn was waiting for it, but Marietta first to it. This one taken away. It's Rabin. Baugh trying to keep it alive. Tipped along from Slackman as well. Rabin's initial pass blocked here towards midfield. Schoenwetter pulling the moves. Getting past Chappell. Far side. It's Cadena. In front of the CMU bench. Flynn somehow keeping it alive.
Turn.
16-10. Left here in half number one.
Man! Play! Man on!
Cadena leaving for Slackman.
Play, Flynn! Come on, Flynn! Stop!
Substitutions as Ethan Vertal and Shane Hauk entered the contest for CMU. Brennan Flynn and Matthew Cadena will take a seat. Offensive chances continue for CMU at midfield. Collision out of bounds. Throw-in chance for Hauk. Fernandez tried to keep it along, but Chappell was there to stop it. Now Price. Pushes to the far sideline. Throw in for CMU. Fernandez trying to leave it for Vertal. Chip from Fernandez into traffic. Pinwheeled into the air. As Marietta looks to make their first substitution of the afternoon. Josh Baugh, wide angle, throwing back to center. Baugh once more. Bouncer that is just swiped out of the goal box from Lee Miller. Miller will get his foot on this one as well. It was the shot from Hauk. Now Marietta. It's Peyton Maynard near sideline. Maynard with some speed. He's tripped up. Whistle blows. Stoppage of play. And a yellow card will be issued to Brendan Schoenwetter. And Reggie Grayek will look to take this free kick outside of the box. A three-man wall for CMU in front of him. And Yamamoto in net. So he'll try to attempt to make this stop. Whistle blows. Grayek's bouncer towards Yamamoto is stopped with 13:42 left in the first half. This is Yamamoto's first real test and first save of the game. Yamamoto rolling this along the turf. Rabin and the Tartans able to move it to midfield. Slackman back to Rabin. Hernandez joining the rush. Slackman up ahead to Baugh. Rain still coming down here in the soccer stadium here at CMU. Baugh, top of the box. His shot blocked. Slackman trying to get a foot on it if he can. Wide angle, throwing it across, but nobody home. And this up over the far sideline. As Marietta will execute the substitution. Christian Cora, Joel Teamala, and Ben Teasdale, senior midfielder, is also one of the captains for the Pioneers. Throw-in chance for the Pioneers with 11:42 left in half one. It's ball midfield. Slingamon keeping it alive for CMU. Diedrich with possession once more. Vertal trying to turn and move. He's tripped up. Baugh to execute the free kick. Chip towards the net where Price will pluck it out of the air. Led up ahead for Teamala. Teamala chasing now into the corner for Marietta. One-on-one battle, out of bounds, and looks like it will be a corner kick for the Pioneers. Teamala will do the honors from the near flag. 9:47 and a running clock here in the first. It's off the head of Lee for CMU. The angle chipping back into the box. CMU there to pick it up. Josh Baugh battling Christian Cora for possession. Yamamoto in a dangerous position, but able to make the stop. Just over 9 minutes left. CMU resets. And now a foot race. Vertal was it's going to be a corner kick. That will be served by Chris Lee. As Wanda Otero checks into the game for Josh Baugh. Lee's chip. Slingerman headed. Otero. And another chance for the top of the box going wide right. As Vertal almost able to make connection off the rebound, but he unfortunately could not get his foot on it. Now the corner from the near side. Lee. Stopped by Yarwood. And it's up ahead to Teasdale. Had some open space. But a no-go down to our left. Schoenwetter pushing it back towards the offensive zone. Chance right at the doorstep going wide left. Good opportunity for Wanda Otero. Freshman forward out of Florida who just recently checked into this match. And another corner kick. Chris Lee. Rain coming down now. Off Slingemon's head. But stopped by Marietta into the near corner. And it's awarded to the Pioneers. Marietta just in trouble. They push it out of bounds. Throw-in chance for CMU. It's the wind's gust now as well. Slackman. Near corner. Left for Hauk. And out. Over the end line will turn into a goal kick for Marietta. Just over 4 minutes to play here in this first half. And this is the most significant rain we've seen this afternoon. Price waits and boots it away. It's along the near sideline. Schoenwetter heads out of bounds off the foot of Yarwood. Throw-in chance. Hauk runs the sideline a few steps. Up ahead to Otero. Now Schoenwetter heads it back down Otero's direction in the near corner. At midfield, Campine. Slingerman. Up ahead. The far corner where Lee was waiting for it. And Bertal as well. And this out of bounds on the far side. Throw in for CMU with 3.5 to go in the first. Yamamoto leaving it for Campine. Headed down Otero just past Slackman. But here comes William Rabin. Now Hauk. Back to Rabin. This in the near corner. His cross. Handled. Shot and a goal. Jake Slackman, the junior, finding the ball in close range and nailing it home. A fantastic turning shot from Slackman, the junior. And the Tartans have a 1-0 advantage late here in the first half. For Slackman, that's his second goal of the season. And the Tartans have the lead after a very hard-fought first half. 2.5 to play in the first. 1-0 Tartans here against Marietta at home. The Pioneers, they're looking to try to respond quickly if possible. Tiamala working with Mason Landis. Out of the foot of Christian Cora, and transfer who misses on the shot wide right. Cora transfer from St. Thomas University in Miami, Florida. He's a North Olmsted, Ohio native, not too far outside of Cleveland. Corner kick for Marietta. Minute 45 remaining in the half. This skied high, off the head, bouncing through, but it looks like CMU is able to get the clear. At least initially, it's Slackman who's the goal scorer for CMU. He's working with Rabin. Rabin's lead pass broken up. Now Otero joining the rush, but it's sent back over midfield, and Marietta regains possession with 1:17 left in the half. The intensity picking up with the rain. It's along the near sideline with 1 minute to go. Out into the Marietta bench. Throw-in chance for Yarwood.
Away!
Now Lee
Man behind!
kept along. Slackman pushes to that far corner, but nobody's home for CMU. So go over the end line. Goal kick upcoming for Marietta with just 30 seconds left in the half. Gangle and the Pioneers. Max King rushing along the near sideline, and that should do it for half number one. The difference, Jake Slackman goal in the final minutes of half one, as CMU with a 1-0 advantage through 45 minutes. Step aside. And welcome back to the CMU Soccer Stadium. Halftime is complete after a 1-0 score in half number one. The lone goal coming from Jake Slackman in the 42nd minute, 43rd minute, I should say. Assisted by Ethan Vertal and William Rabin. So, it's your lone goal. Shots are 6-2 in favor of CMU. They also have an edge in corners, 7-3.
Is that it, Steven?
One yellow card has been issued, and that was against the Tartans. And we're back underway here for the second half. Rain has been falling all game. Temperatures have been dropping. Wind has been picking up here in Pittsburgh. Some may say this is ideal soccer weather, especially here in the weekend of the first day of fall. Slingamon heading. Finding Hauk. CMU wanted the handball call, nothing there. As Yamamoto, the freshman goalkeeper out of Singapore, makes the stop on the rolling ball towards his net. CMU offensively moving right to left in this half. Lofted in the direction of Josh Baugh, but off of a couple of Pioneers and out of bounds. Throw-in chance for CMU as Shane Hauk leaves for Baugh.
Off that side if we can!
Settled down by Fernandez and tipped out. Last touch by Gavin Heiberger for Marietta. More battles into that near corner. And it looks like they're going to award the corner kick for Carnegie Mellon. So Josh Baugh will do it from the near flag, right side. Kick is away. And no Tartan is able to get it inside of the box as it's pushed up towards midfield. Whistle along the far sideline. Ball is out of bounds. Throw in for Carnegie Mellon. Here with 42-20 left in half number 2 and a 1-0 lead off the Jake Slackman goal in the final minutes of the first half. This ball batted down. Chris Lee providing the defense, and it's pushed up along.
Up, together!
As Wanda Otero battle for possession. Luke Price, the goalkeeper, has it knocked down from Dominic Horweiler, who's back into the contest after starting this match. Now to the foot of Eli Campine. And a stoppage. The offsides. Now to provide a free kick for Lee Miller in the Marietta defending third. Lofted high in the air. Off the head of a Tartan. That was Hauk. Now Baugh battling with Pat Williamson for possession. Williamson has some help from Chappell, and this goes into the corner over the end line for a CMU goal kick. Back line for the Tartans, working with Kai Yamamoto. Slingamon up ahead, off the back of Zach Schoenwetter. Not mistaken, seeing his first action today. Otero providing pressure against Luke Price, and this well out of play behind the Marietta bench. Quick throw in. Fernandez, top of the box, has it taken away. And now the Pioneers look to move it to midfield. Able to do so, but it's tipped out of play. Hauk will throw in. It's a bouncer to Slingerman. And pinballing across midfield. Out of bounds, a throw in far side. Otero tries to get a foot on it, and he will try to attack. Couldn't get around the defender, though, as Brett Dixon provided the pressure. Fernandez to Baugh, this near side, 39 minutes to play. Baugh back to center. Left for Horweiler. Now Brendan Flynn. As Chris Lee goes down in a tumble. Foul called on Marietta. Lee will get a free kick in the attacking third for CMU. And they're actually going to let Fernandez take this kick.
Make sure you get in. Get in on this.
Personnel was placed. Fernandez, bouncer towards the net, right on the doorstep, and another goal for Carnegie Mellon. Diedrich Slingamon able to get the bounce off the rebound and put it into the back of the net. Slingamon, who is a defender, but has been very productive in the offensive end as well. You saw it on display there. 2-0 Tartans. That is Slingamon's second of the 2023 campaign after scoring in the game against Mount Aloysius on Wednesday. 2 goals in 2 games for the defender. And CMU now with a more comfortable 2-0 lead here against Marietta. Fernandez working with Schoenwetter. That is Zach Schoenwetter, twin brother of Brendan. CMU coaching staff calling for some pressure here at the midfield. Chris Lee breaking up the Marietta push. Chappell has to send it backwards to Lee Miller. Now Peyton Maynard, who does have speed. We've seen it on display in the first half. But this out of bounds. Yamamoto calls off his teammates as he's out of his net to play this one. With 36 minutes to go and a 2-0 Tartan lead. Diedrich Slingemon, the latest goal scorer. That off the free kick from Alejandro Fernandez. As Price made the initial save, but left the rebound on the doorstep. And Slingemon cashed in for his second goal in 2 games. He has possession now. Now Baugh surveys the land. Throw to the far side. As Karakis wrangles for CMU. Like he lost some equipment too. And he'll place this one to Baugh at midfield. All the way crossfield. He's now on the near sideline. Baugh trying to feed a lead pass ahead. He's able to do so. Schoenwetter with the chance. Off the goalpost, but bounces in. Zach Schoenwetter, the sophomore midi, taking the great pass from Josh Baugh and making the most of it. It's 3-0 Tartans. That is Schoenwetter's first goal of the 2023 campaign. And it really came at a great time, as CMU now sitting very comfortably with a 3-0 lead in the second half against the Pioneers. Again, this is the first meeting all time between these two programs, and it was a battle in the first half, no doubt. Marietta was really throwing a lot out there, and Carnegie Mellon had some opportunities, but it wasn't until late in the first half that Jake Slackman was able to find that first goal. Slingemon and Zach Schoenwetter cashing in as well here in half 2. Now some open space for the Tartans. At midfield, it's Fernandez. It's along the far sideline, out of play. Throw-in chance for Marietta as the wind and rain continue to play a factor in this one. Decent crowd on hand, despite the weather conditions. I'll push for the Pioneers. And there's the first big save for Yamamoto, as he had to dive to his right to stop a great shot from Marietta. Corner kick upcoming for Marietta. Pioneers have possession, pinballs around, second chance, Yamamoto coming up strong once more. And cleared out of harm's way. This over the end line, goal kick upcoming for CMU. And our first goal scorer of the day, Jake Slackman, checking in for Josh Baugh. Slingemon to Slackman this time. 3-0 CMU lead. Marietta taking possession. Moving left to right. It's This one kicked up into the air from Pat Williamson. Back towards Hyder. And out of play at the near flag. Looks like it'll just be a throw-in. And it was left for Heiberger. Top of the box, taken away Fernandez. This needled along, just out of the reach of Slackman. Throw-in chance for the Pioneers. It's Williamson. Off Slingamon's head and into the coaching staff as Brandon Bowman has it hit him in the back as he was discussing things with his assistant coaches. Marietta trying to maintain possession. Another whistle here at midfield. Rain and wind still whipping around here in half number 2 as just about 30 minutes to play. William Rabin set to check back in for Alejandro Fernandez. He awaits the next time to do so. Corner kick upcoming for Marietta as the Pioneers look to try to get something going offensively here in half 2. Heiberger will do the honors from the far flag. It's just a set piece. And this rifle towards the net, headed away CMU defensively. Bouncer to Yamamoto, easy stop. And he'll roll this along the turf. Dominic Horweiler to Chris Lee. Tartans on the ride back to midfield. Horweiler. Chappell in his face. Fed along for a teammate. And his kick at an odd angle. Shane Hauk goes out of play. And Rabin does enter the contest. We do have a Marietta player down inside the box, and it looks like the officiating crew calling for potential help from the trainer. We'll see. Nope, able to get him up. It's Peyton Maynard. As Joel Tiamala will check into the contest for Maynard, who is up and walking on his own power, although noticeable limp. Good time to tell you that BSN Sports serves as the official apparel and equipment provider to Tartan Athletics while outfitting Carnegie Mellon athletes and coaches in premier Nike product selection. 29:05 left in half 2. 3-0 Tartan lead. They're back in the offensive zone. Marietta clearing the midfield. Hyder working with Chappell. Now across midfield, Grayek. As the Pioneers try to get a push going. Punch towards the net, and Yamamoto coming up with another nice save at 28-36. Horweiler with a nice move. This tipped. Hauk sent it off a Marietta player and a stoppage. CMU foul. Going to give possession back to the Pioneers. Be a free kick for Jacob Gangle. Booted from Brent Dixon. Slingamon finding Slackman. Slide tackle and ball that comes right into our press box off the pole. No harm, no foul. Ethan Vertal into the contest for CMU. This is his first action of the second half. Otero, the centering pass that's booted well out of play, up over the protective netting, and I think into a tree along the road. I did not see that come down. Corner kick for the Tartans. Chris Lee will do the honors from the near flag. 26:09 left. Skyward, Slingamon on the far side. It's controlled by CMU initially, but out of bounds on the far sideline. Just under 26 minutes to play. Throw in for CMU. 25:15 remaining. Back line for Marietta, just shoveling it along to Luke Price, who has been peppered specifically in this second half. He stopped 4 of 7 shots on goal. That's why we're at a 3-0 advantage CMU. Yamamoto. Shoveled to Slingamon. Picked up Pat Williamson. Williamson trying to push ahead to Chappell. And Heiberger. CMU defense causing too many issues though. Grayek, odd angle. And CMU able to settle it. Honda Otero. Left for a teammate. That is Zach Schoenwetter. And a stoppage will give the ball back to the Pioneers. Down to 23:45 left. This 3-0 contest.
Come on, gotta be us in here. Come on, E, switch on, E, switch on. Come on.
Otero turning lead pass, and Price all the way at the top of the box to make the stop. He'll roll it along for Pat Williamson. Yamamoto directing traffic, picks it up and rolls it to Zach Schoenwetter, who has one of the goals for Carnegie Mellon in this game. That pushed along. Otero gets it past the netminder, but not enough oomph to get it into the net. Good opportunity, though, for CMU. Have been impressed with the way Juan Otero has played in this game. Vertal trying to press the attack. Now throw in for Marietta. Williamson working with Brett Dixon. Grayek as it's taken away. Horweiler and Otero pushing it towards Price. Kai Yamamoto got the start in today's game. Pushing to his back line and Schlingemann. This offered crossfield, taken away by Marietta. And out of play. Throw in chance for Pat Williamson. Off the chest of Hyder. Now battling the near flag. Possession CMU. As Jamin Fee will enter the game. He takes over for Dominic Horweiler. This is Fee's first action of this afternoon as Vertal settles it down off the throw-in. Still in the Marietta offensive zone. Grayek has it taken away. Chris Lee pushing up ahead. Now a foot race. Otero and Price all the way out of his net to cut it off as this ball goes flying all the way over to Gessling Stadium, and Price with a collision. Yellow card issue to Juan Otero after that collision with Price. He gives the thumbs up at the goalkeeper. He's going to stay in. Free kick for Gangle. Zach Schoenweather. Now Chappell battling Fee. Another whistle stopping play on the far sideline with 29-22 left in regulation. CMU still holding that 3-0 lead. Free kick as Rabin gets the restart. Zach Schoenwetter trying to push it to center. Out of play, and another throw-in chance for Schoenwetter and the Tartans. Eli Campine coming in for Diedrich Schlingemann, who has had an impressive game, both defensively and scoring a goal. Scored the second of this contest. Local product out of Winchester Thurston High School, now the WPIAL. Corner kick upcoming for Chris Lee and the Tartans. It's from the far flag. Lee waits the go-ahead. Will bounce to Rabin, top of the box, and his kick wide left. Ball settled. As Caracas was able to get it to midfield. Working with Vertal. Quick whistle and a restart coming for CMU with 16:50 left in regulation. Take away Marietta. Pioneers moving in the offensive zone, but not for long. Nicholas Caracas. Throw in for CMU. Cole Rollins and Brendan Flynn into the contest.
Slack, stay!
Hey, that was my fault, guys.
'" Battle for possession in midfield. Marietta wins it initially. Jamin Fee pushing it along for CMU. Now Otero in a battle. Has some help as Jake Slackman is working it with him. Foul called on the Tartans. Free kick now for Marietta coming off the foot of Gangle. .14 minutes to play. Jake Cavan and Matthew Cadena entering the contest for Carnegie Mellon, and for Marietta, Ben Teasdale, the captains, back into play. Wanda Otero and Jake Slackman will take a seat. Cadena working with Jamin Fee. Now back, Flynn. Turnover, Chris Lee. Lee tried to throw one towards the net, bounces off a defender. That was Lee Miller.
Ball's in.
And Luke Price starts the return. 12:45 left. Ball in the near corner. Bounces into the box. CMU able to settle, turning move, and opportunity for Cole Rollins, but it's tipped. Now Lee has it taken away. Pat Williamson with speed. Pushed up ahead. It's Teasdale. Caracas. And Cole Rollins. Turn it back the other way. Kavan on the far side. A lot of spin on this. Ball kicked into the air. Kavan and Cole Rollins after it. As Tiamala is tripped up. Now Vertal into the corner. Rollins lofted, and Heiberger getting in the way. Williamson feet up ahead for a streaking Grayek. Campine back to make the stop. Now Yamamoto in a little bit of a sticky situation, had two Marietta defenders, players in his face. But no harm, no foul. It's Chris Lee finding Rollins at midfield. Jake Kavan. Lee working it to Brendan Flynn. Tipped along. Williamson deliberately coming up the field. Left for teammate Grayek, but once again, CMU backline handling it. Campine. Big collision and a foul as Jamin Fee goes down and looks to be shook up. Foul on Chappell. Tartan's bench looking for potential yellow card on that foul, but none called. Mass substitutions for the Pioneers. As Christian Cora, Alec Ellis, Mason Landis, and Sean Fournier into the game. Under 9 minutes to play. 3-0 Carnegie Mellon. 1 goal in the first, 2 in the second. Fee went down. He's able to maintain possession. Rollins tried to leave for a teammate on the far side, and it's out of play. That was Fee once more. Slide tackle out of play, the foot of Yarwood. Battle for possession at midfield, awarded to CMU. His feet was tied up with Grayek. For Tall, top of the box. Lee Miller taking it away. Now back to midfield. Yamamoto with just over 6 minutes to play. Attempt out of bounds. Throw-in chance for the Pioneers. Freshman center back Andrew Walsh entering the contest. Central Catholic High School product out of Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania in Washington County. Just about 25, 30 minutes away from here. Possession kept at midfield from Marietta as Ian Yarwood bouncing it along far sideline. Schoenwetter will go back to get it. Try to push it to midfield.
Hey, Eli, tell Nick to drop deep on those.
Lead pass up ahead, and Yamamoto plucking it up off the turf, stopping any chance for Marietta. As Christian Cora was striking in. Slide tackle out of bounds. Throw in for CMU with 3:50 to play. And at this point, looks as though the rain has let up. Or almost let up. It is a very fine mist at this rate. Still a little gusty though. As Brennan Flynn pass up ahead, Cadena. He's outside of the box, near sideline. Cadena pushing it to center. Attempting to get it across field to Jake Cavan, but no chance. It's behind him.
Hey, Flynn, also remember to play inside to go out. You don't have to play that ball to them. Play a checking E and then play.
Ball chipped along. Cavan tried to settle. Pushed out a bit play from Yarwood. Tartan throw in. Cadena. And this is whistled down. 2.5 to go.
Hey, E, follow this in. Follow this in.
Free kick upcoming. It's Chris Lee in the attacking third with 1:43 left. Another big prime offensive chance for CMU. Right to the hands of Price, and he's able to fall on it before there was any chance of a rebound. An attempt as there was a Tartan in the vicinity looking to make something happen. It was Cole Rollins. Another play whistled dead due to a foul. CMU bench not exactly thrilled about the call. Either way, Marietta is able to get it into the offensive zone, at least initially, before it's completely booted back towards Price into the far corner. Just a minute left in this 3-0 contest as Price surveys before he punts it to midfield. Settle down, Lee. Now pushed ahead. Here comes Cadena. Head fake. Cadena trying to turn the corner on the defender, and he's tripped up. Ball to the end line. I'm going to say it's a corner kick opportunity upcoming, as Cole Rollins will go to the near flag here with just 25 seconds to play. Down to 10 seconds to go. Not even going to attempt it. Time runs out. And the Tartans take the 3-0 victory over Marietta to improve to 6-1-1 overall. Marietta now losing 4 in a row, falling to 2-6-1. As we take a look at some of the numbers on this one, go over the scoring plays in the 43rd minute of the first half. Jake Slackman got on the board first with a goal assisted by Ethan Vertal. Then in the second half, 52nd minute, as Diedrich Slingemon scored on a rebound attempt off the initial shot from Alejandro Fernandez. And then just about 4 minutes later, Zach Schoenwetter with a goal assisted by Josh Baugh. Carnegie Mellon at Juniata on Tuesday, a 7:30 first kickoff. And then they start some UAA conference play against Brandeis on Saturday, and also on the road in Massachusetts. Marietta, on the other hand, well, they have a date with Baldwin Wallace University at home in their first OAC matchup of the year on next Saturday, September 30th. Once again, final score 3-0, Carnegie Mellon over Marietta in men's soccer. I'm Jared Barton saying thank you for joining us here on the CMU Athletics website, and we'll catch you next time right here for Carnegie Mellon Athletics.